It's week 7 of the 2024 season, and we've got a showcase of shutdown defenses. It's the Ravens and the Buccaneers under the lights on Monday night.
We're about 20 miles from the Gulf of Mexico at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa, as we bring you the NFL on EA Sports. Good to be in the booth with my partner Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Welcome, and Greg, this is one of those that's worthy of prime time because wide receivers love the spotlight as much as any position group in the league, and we got two guys who shine under the lights here tonight.
And I think where it's going to be really fun and get interesting to watch, Mike, is in those critical situations. The game's on the line, third down, red zone, gotta have it moments.
The kicker, Chase McLaughlin, will get this one started. And off we go here on Monday night. Hardy now with the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all three phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, this is going to be a hard team to beat.
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And he's shedding tacklers left and right, winding his way for a gain of 8. With that, I want to give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. Here's 2nd and 2. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7. Bateman is the motion man. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Rashad Bateman, the intended target, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Here's a 3rd and 10. It's the tight end Likely in motion. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's got it at the 7. And he's in. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Tucker, good on the extra point. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now a run with the rookie out of Oregon. Not much happening there, just a short gain. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll go again here with Irving. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. 3rd down and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Here comes Otten in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That is caught. He got Godwin. 12 yards on that hookup. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Mike, everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
On the handoff, it's Irving. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They send Godwin in motion. Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Yeah. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. And as we take a look at league leaders in receiving touchdowns by the running backs, he's right up there among the best in the league. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Now, faking the give. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly it is 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and that'll set up 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
This returnable with Palmer. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The Bucs offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. They send Godwin in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This pass is caught by Cade Otten. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
When you're running a crossing route versus man coverage, you understand that there's going to be nobody waiting for you on the far side of the field. So if you can create separation on your man defender and separate away, there's a lot of green grass. And that's where the quarterback went with the ball.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Gets this one into the hands of his receiver, Godwin. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll send him over to the left. Back to throw. Now, screen set up for Irving. Uh-oh. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to...
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
A pass pulled in by Irving. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Here comes Otten in motion. Throwing now on 3rd and long. That's caught left side by Otten. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. On 4th down, Chase McLaughlin in for the Bucs. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Hardy now with the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to take over once more. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. In motion comes Andrews. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now a screen set up for Henry. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds,
Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
A deep shot for Aguilar. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, that's 2 straight plays now where this secondary has won their matchup, and right now the offense needs to find some plays that just call for easy completions. Get your wide receivers in space. Allow them to run after the catch, because right now these downfield passes, the defense is all over them.
The Buccaneers offense back onto the field for their next possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They send Evans in motion. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be close to that first down marker, maybe about a yard short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Here comes Otten in motion. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. A give. This is Irving. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And you see the nice pickup here by Bucky Irving, and it's kind of one of those guys, Mike, that we use that phrase, he's quicker than he is fast. You know, you line him up in the 40-yard dash, and maybe he doesn't jump off the page at you, but he makes people miss in the hole. He's got great vision, great instincts with the ball. A lot of that you can't coach, and I'll tell you, they are really high on him in this Tampa Bay Bucs organization.
It's 2nd down and 10.
He'll look to throw. Godwin working the right side. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
They'll look to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Now a timeout called by the defense.
A 52-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Buccaneers are back within 1. It's 7-6.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll go again here with Henry. Can't fault the effort. He got out of a couple of tackles, but ultimately the defense gets him for a loss of yardage.
This ball carrier just didn't want to go down, and this defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting, but finally when they were able to get him on the ground, they were able to do it for a loss.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Bucs have it. Well, that changed quickly. A terrific scramble, getting downfield, picking up yardage, but then dropping the football. It comes out, and the defense comes up with the recovery.
There's not many quarterbacks in the league, Mike, that can make that play with their legs. It's just such a shame that at the end of that run, he fails to protect the ball. The defense is able to jar it loose and take it away of what otherwise was a pretty fantastic play there by that quarterback.
And that one is incomplete and brings us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. A 1-point affair, 7-6 is the score. We'll have more from Tampa after this. They send Evans in motion. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a...
And he does all he can to get away, but they're going to get him right at the line of scrimmage, and it will bring up 4th down. Here's Jake Camarda now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. So that one going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. The Ravens offense make their way out to take over once more. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. On the option, they give it to Henry. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's Jordan Stout now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. This returnable from inside his own 40. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. To the air now on 1st and 10. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
He'll go right and find his running back. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 10.
They send Evans in motion. On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. To the left side, to Godwin.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Ravens offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Henry. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They're going to go right back to Henry. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's their punter now. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Buccaneers offense about ready to take over once more. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. They send Godwin in motion. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. There's Evans. He's got it. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard.
At their 49-yard line.
Here's Irving. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 2. That's good. For the Buccaneers, first down.
Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled first half continues. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Palmer. Good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. He'll drop to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Here's 1st and 10.
That's good for a Tampa Bay.
Here comes Otten in motion.
31-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
The sack artist, formerly known as Justin Madubuike, now going by Nnamdi Madubuike. I mean, the career breakout a year ago, 2nd-team All-Pro, more sacks in production than his previous 3 seasons combined.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. This one on target to Godwin. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. 3rd and long. Here comes Otten in motion. A throw on the move is caught. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. And it sets up 4th down. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Bucs move out front. It's 9-7.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. And now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. It's the tight end Likely in motion. On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. On the give, here's Henry. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. 3rd and 9. Throwing now from the gun. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
At some point, you would just like to see that internal clock start to speed up. The longer the play goes on, the more vulnerable you become as the quarterback. Get rid of the ball, but no matter what, you have to avoid the sack.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Buccaneers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on
Second down and 8.
Second and 8 at the 36-yard line.
They send Godwin in motion. They'll throw out of the gun. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That is caught. He got Godwin. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it.
Really nice call there on 3rd and inches. You have the defense thinking run, and then you hit them with the short pass, and the yardage you get after that is just gravy. They turn this into a nice play, and they pick up a first down.
Back to the air one more time. Oh, we try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Stevens.
And we've seen this throughout the entire game, Mike. These receivers are having a hard time uncovering against this secondary. You force a quarterback to throw into a lot of tightly contested windows, it's going to end up in the wrong hands.
The Ravens offense ready to take over possession of the football. They trail by 2, and will start this drive with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
2 minutes to go, first half in a 2-point game. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. In motion comes Andrews. Now they'll set up to throw. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 12.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll motion over Flowers. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Now a screen set up for Henry. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
A 42-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw yet again. He's got it at the 3. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down. Henry tries to bull his way in. And it looks like he's going to have enough for the first down. Yes, he does. First and goal coming up. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. This is the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Curtis Samuel, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Brian Robinson, a touchdown run in the victory. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou to check on the Saints at home at the Caesar Superdome. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. Alvin Kamara, a touchdown run in the victory. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a one-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for, with both these teams in it to win it.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. A short one there to Otten. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From out of the gun, he'll throw. Throw left side, pulled in by Evans. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Great pre-snap identification by the quarterback, realizing that the blitz was coming and exactly where the soft spot in the defense would be. He's able to put that slant route right on the front shoulder pad of his receiver. Leads to a real nice run after catch and brings up first down.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Just watch the speed of the pursuit out of this safety on this tackle, Mike. His ability to play from depth and attack the line of scrimmage and meet that ball carrier in the hole and keep him to no gain. You don't see a lot of safeties able to make that tackle in the open field. That's pretty impressive.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Here comes Otten in motion. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
The Buccaneers getting their punter out there. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The visitors' offense and Derrick Henry heading onto the field. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Aguilar goes off in motion. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple. Looks like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down. Aguilar goes off in motion. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Throwing now on 3rd and long. Oh, he tried to get away, but he can't break free, and that is going to be a safety. So first, the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line, and the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety. Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the third, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
On 1st down, here's Irving. And some nice footwork as he spins forward for a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Right back to Irving. Now problems. He loses the football near his own goal line.
Pretty fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction, that could easily be a turnover or even points the other direction.
On 3rd down, it's Irving. It'll grind out a couple of yards, gives them a little bit of space out to the 3.
Smith in on the tackle. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Kicking time for the Bucs. They'll punch it away, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a 1st down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. In motion comes Andrews. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Trying to set up the screen, but it is not there. He just had to spike it. It's incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down. Ravens bring their punt team out. He'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The home team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Irving. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
And now here comes the punt team, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The visitors' offense ready to take over once again. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Henry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Henry. And once again, they try the same runner. They get the same result. Back-to-back carries of no gain. Now it's 3rd down. It's the tight end Likely in motion. On play action, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
That is fielded at the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. First down throw there is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And this is taken in by the defense.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
He'll drop to throw. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. Throwing now from the gun. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
That is caught at the 3. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
It's the tight end Likely in motion. 1st and goal, and it's Henry. And he'll go down, back at the 4.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Again, it'll be Henry. And he will power his way into the end zone. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike, and it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, Give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
So now, with the lead up to 5, they're going to go for 2 and try to extend it out to 7.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. From the 6, here comes a return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll run it. It's Irving. And he shows off a little footwork, winding his way for a run of 8. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
Toward the middle of the field, he's got Evans. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll throw out of the gun. Right back to Evans. He's got it again. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Encroachment, defense. Automatic first down.
1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Irving. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
In on the tackle. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Here comes Otten in motion. He finds his tight end, Keith. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
A give, and this is Irving.
Bucky Irving, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. That's caught. It's Evans.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. A pass pulled in by Irving.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. They'll go again here with Irving. And he's going to have a Buccaneers first down. They get 5 on 3rd and 1.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll run with Irving. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
Encroachment, defense.
So now, from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. That is incomplete. He was trying to fit that one into Mike Evans. And it'll lead to a 2nd and goal. This one caught at the 4.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zone.
That is hot. What a job on the scramble. Trey Palmer. Touchdown, Buccaneers. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
The Bucs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
And that is incomplete. They get the touchdown, take the lead, but it remains a 1-point game. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
At the 32-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll run the draw, and here's Henry. Ravens sending the punt team out there. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Bucs offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And it has been a rough night at the office. We go through the highlights. They are really lowlights. Relentless pressure. Receivers unable to get open. They cannot connect in the passing game. It has been a night to forget for the quarterback. We're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. at the 23-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's caught left side by Otten. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
That's caught left side. It's complete. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Here comes Otten in motion. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for. And it's going to lead to fourth down. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Ravens offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry.
Derrick Henry, the Ravens ball carrier. He was handed down at the
2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll motion over Flowers. They'll go again here with Henry. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Now, faking the give. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. On the option, they give it to Henry. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one. Here comes 3rd and 6. In motion comes Andrews. Shotgun snap as they'll throw it. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Buccaneers offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out 1st down and 10. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They sent Godwin in motion. From out of the gun, he'll throw. A short one there to Otten. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Receiver in motion, going right. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
And he's got Palmer. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
They send Evans in motion. Oh, he just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, they need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down. Here's Irving. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. They'll send a tight end in motion right. On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Open man, that's Bateman downfield. They have time to work with, but they have no timeouts. It's 1st and 10. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a 1st down. Back to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week.
Oh, and a crusher there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. Throwing now on 3rd and long, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And this is not going to do it. The defense comes through here in the final minute, and it may just be enough to get them a victory. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Buccaneers get the win as we say so long from Tampa.